morning, NFA. Today is January 8th, 2023, and is a B-Day. And here are your morning announcements.
NFA Maine students that are currently working and would like to earn half credit for their part-time work, please go to your student launch pad and complete the application to enroll in the work-based learning program. Students can also see Mr. Mayo on Route 103 on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays during a free period to test the WBL program. Any questions, please contact Mr. Mayo at fmayo@necc.net.
Hey, could you do me a favor?
What is it?
Could you take out the trash for me?
Fine. I'll be there in a jiffy.
Okay, can you do it now?
What are you talking about? It's only been 1/100th of a second. I said I would do it.
Actually, a jiffy is an actual measure of time. A jiffy is 1/100th of a second.
Whatever.
The NFA Music Department proudly presents Winter Concert on January 17th, 2024 at 6 p.m. We welcome all to attend. This concert features Chaminade Chorus, Boys Glee, Percussion Ensemble, Keyboard Ensemble, Jazz Band, and Chamber Strings. January 17th, 2024 at 6 p.m.
Athletic events. Anyone planning on going to an athletic event in our district will need to purchase a ticket directly from the GoFan website. The link is available on the district website.
Have you ever played an instrument before? NFA Wind Ensemble and Concert Band are seeking new members. If you played your instrument and quit along the way, we welcome you to come back and join us for some fun.
The Colony Club is hosting a local Poetry Out Loud competition on Wednesday, January 10th. Competing students will need to memorize and recite 2 poems from a Poetry Out Loud selection of approved poems to participate. The 2 top students will compete at the regional competition with the chance to continue on to the state and national level. Interested students should contact Mr. Walls or Mr. McCurdy and check out the Poetry Out Loud website for more information.
The health office is in need of gently used, clean, or new clothes for students. Leggings, sweats, t-shirts, or hoodies, if possible, any size. Our supply is very low. Thank you in advance for any donations for our students.
Work has been just piling up lately and I've just been really stressed.
Don't worry, the semester's going to be ending soon.
Oh, you're right. Thanks.
It is a good reminder to try not to overwork yourself.
January 22nd through 26th, Life Touch will be returning for senior portraits. It is mandatory to make an appointment to have your senior portrait taken. You must have your senior portrait taken to have your picture in the yearbook. For additional information, please see Mr. Augusta in the Student Activities Office.
Remember, NFA, it's every Goldback every day. Have a great day.
The new year may be up and running, but our story has only just begun. Welcome to the first edition of 2024 Game Clock. Let's begin today's show with your local sports news. Varsity basketball traveled to CBA in Albany on December 30th. They were defeated 77-67 against the Brothers. The boys look to bounce back as they take on Middletown tomorrow at home. On Tuesday, girls basketball routed Goshen 61-16 in a huge home victory. They host Middletown today at 6 p.m. In boys swimming, they secured a victory in their tri-meet 530 to 450 against Monroe and Valley Central to take on Lords this Friday. In wrestling, the varsity boys defeated Pine Bush 44-24 at PB. Enough talk about that. Let's move on to your pro sports. In NHL news, the New York Rangers remain the top team in the Metropolitan Division and now second in the NHL with 52 points. That was not the case in their last game as they were squashed by the visiting Hurricanes 6-1. They look to rebound from this against the Blackhawks tonight at the Garden. On Long Island, the Islanders lost a heartbreaker to the Avalanche 5-4 in overtime in Colorado. They look to bounce back against the Arizona Coyotes in Tempe. For the Devils, they defeated the Capitals 6-3 in D.C. They look to continue this momentum against the Blackhawks in Jersey. In NBA news, the New York Knicks recently made a trade involving R.J. Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley. Both of them were sent to the Toronto Raptors in exchange for Precious Achiuwa and star forward and 3-and-D specialist OG Anunoby. Most Knicks fans at first were skeptical about this move as OG received boos in his home debut against the Timberwolves. But back-to-back wins versus the West-leading Wolves and a comeback win against the Bulls have Knicks fans in a calm spot. Meanwhile, in Brooklyn, the Nets fell to the Rockets 112-101. Now, enough talk about that. Let's get on to your 2-minute drill. The NFL playoff race has kicked into full gear, and with the final week on the horizon, let's go back and figure out how we got here. On Thursday Night Football, the Cleveland Browns defeated the depleted Jets 37-20 in the dog pound. In Baltimore, the Ravens flocked true to a dominating 56-19 win over the floundering Dolphins. Down in Dallas, the Cowboys with a little bit of assistance from some Zebras defeated the Lions 20-19 in a classic. Up in Western New York, the Bills defeated the fightless Patriots 27-21, setting up the stage for a matchup in Miami that will determine the AFC East. Bills or Dolphins, we'll find out on Sunday. In Chicago, the Bears defeated the Falcons 37-17 and secured a second straight number 1 pick, due to the Panthers being the worst team in the NFL. With the return of C.J. Stroud, the Texans rolled to a 26-3 win over the Titans. The Jaguars defeated the Panthers 26-0 in Duval. In a trap game for the Rams, they went into New York City and snuck away with a 26-25 win over the Giants. As someone who went to this game, it was both incredibly fun and very nerve-wracking. In Philadelphia, what looked to be an easy win for the Birds turned out to be anything but. The Cardinals went into Philadelphia and upset the Eagles 35-31. In an NFC South war, the Saints defeated the Bucs 23-13 in Tampa. The 49ers defeated the Commanders 27-10 and secured the number 1 seed with the Eagles' loss. Up in Denver, the Broncos beat the Chargers 16-9. In Seattle, the Black and Gold Brigade invaded the home of the 12th man with a well-deserved 30-20 win over the Seahawks. In Kansas City, the Chiefs secured another AFC West crown with a 25-17 win over the Bengals. And in Minnesota, the Packers banged the drum the entire game against the Vikings with a statement 33-10 win in the Twin Cities. With the updated playoff picture, lots of changes have been made. In the AFC, more teams have clinched. The Ravens, Dolphins, Browns, and Chiefs have all booked early trips to January. The seeds are as follows. The number 1 seed, Baltimore Ravens. The number 2 seed, Miami Dolphins. The number 3 seed, Kansas City Chiefs. The number 4 seed, Jacksonville Jaguars. Number 5 seed, Cleveland Browns. Number 6 seed, Buffalo Bills. Number 7 seed, Indianapolis Colts. On the outside looking in are the Steelers and Texans. With the Colts and Texans going against each other next week, the attention turns to Jacksonville. If the Jaguars win, they clinch the division. However, if they lose, the winner of the Colts-Texans game will win the AFC South. But back to that Bills-Dolphins game. The winner of this game will win the AFC East, as previously mentioned. But if the Bills lose this game and the Steelers win, Pittsburgh will sneak in. However, a Steeler loss eliminates them from playoff contention. In the NFC, the field is almost decided. Keyword, almost. The 49ers, Eagles, Cowboys, Rams, and Lions have all clinched their tickets to playoff ball in January. But in terms of seeding, it goes as follows. Number 1 seed 49ers, number 2 seed Dallas Cowboys, number 3 seed Detroit Lions, number 4 seed Tampa Bay Buccaneers, number 5 seed Philadelphia Eagles, number 6 seed LA Rams, number 7 seed Green Bay Packers. Due to the Eagles' loss, the Cowboys have claimed control of the NFC East. If they win against the Commanders, the division is theirs. However, if Washington beats them and Philadelphia beats the Giants, the Eagles will win the division. In the NFC South, the Bucs have first dibs on the division, but with the Saints and Falcons facing each other, things can get spicy. If Tampa Bay wins, the South is theirs. If they lose, the winner of Saints-Falcons gets the division crown. And finally, for the 7th seed, the Packers, Seahawks, Saints, and Vikings are all fighting for it. If Green Bay wins, the 7 is theirs. If they lose and Seattle wins, the Hawks get it. If both teams lose, the Saints or Buccaneers can sneak in. And if all 3 teams lose, the Vikings will sneak in. God help us all. The home stretch is upon us, and these teams who haven't punched their ticket must follow one golden rule. Don't get eliminated. That's all the time we have for today's show. I'm JJ Seglio, and we'll see you next week.
Hello, my name is Jeremy Nair, and today we're going to be talking about fitness fundamentals and the positive of staying in shape. Today, we're going to be talking about a workout split. What's a workout split, you might ask? A workout split is where we work out individual parts of your bodies on different days. The most common workout split is push-pull legs. Push-pull legs is very simple. The first day, push, is all about the push motion. The main areas you want to target are your chest, shoulders, and triceps. Your chest is composed of 3 sections, upper, middle, and lower. The main exercises you want to do are incline bench press, regular bench press, chest flies, and dips. Your tricep is constructed of 3 heads, your long, medium, and lateral head. For these exercises, we want to do dips, skull crushers, and overhead extensions. Then for your shoulders, you should do lateral raises and shoulder presses. Then for your pull day, which is your back and biceps, your back consists of your lats, upper back, and lower back. You would have to do lateral pull downs, cable rolls, and occasionally barbell rolls. Your workouts for biceps will be hammer curls, zercher curls, and double curls. Then you have your legs. It's composed of your quads, hamstrings, and calves. You should focus on doing leg extensions, leg presses, squats, calf raises, and hamstring extensions. You should repeat push-pull legs twice a week with 2 rest days. Or you can make your own split. I personally work out legs 1 or 2 times a week and train my target area twice a week. Say if I were trying to grow my back out, I would add back to my split twice a week. Eventually down the line, you'll see what split works best for you, and don't forget to train legs. That's all. Come back next week and we'll explain the workouts that target all these areas.